Hello, Little Mouse, Chapter 17. A Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction written and narrated by Mira Rose. Artwork for the opening and thumbnail image by CandyFluffs on Instagram. Go check out her Instagram, her store, all of her social media as linked in the description box. If you haven't listened to the previous 16 parts, they are linked in the description box as well. Go check them out. Don't skip parts. That's just kind of weird, bro. And please enjoy Chapter 17. If you are still listening, don't forget to subscribe and comment. A new dynamic. Adrien Agreste. Heart fluttering. How do people date again? Making cookies with Marinette was all kinds of sweet. From the smell of vanilla in the air to the hand brushing he made sure wasn't accidental as they worked. Not accidental, but still not something he could resist blushing at. As smooth as Marinette was, with her smiles paired with glancing away, Adrien found himself jittery with glee and nerves. They were dating. He and his superhero girlfriend were in the kitchen making cookies together. Her parents liked him. Was he dreaming? Did he steal Ladybug's luck somehow? Or had he finally earned a right to be happy? An enchanted chapter of his life on almost every page? Oh, and he found joy in the flutter from paragraph to paragraph. The awkward goodbye. Plag's groans as he lay on his bed squealing. The debate over a goodnight text, then sending it anyway, unsure if he used the right amount of heart emojis. Not falling asleep after she texted him back the same number of hearts. Wondering if it was okay to keep texting this late at night, hesitating over each comma and changing each period to an exclamation point. And the brightness of the morning sun. Oh, even Plag couldn't dim it. Or perhaps that was simply his mood. Adrien Agreste. High schooler. Superhero. In love. He was in with Marinette. Oh, but he was in love! Forget what the internet said. You could fall in love with someone you hadn't dated yet. Adrien, seriously. You're gonna spoil my camembert. It's cheese, Plag. Adrien hopped on one leg as he pulled a shoe on. Besides, it's time to go. What, you gonna walk your girl to school or something? He knew his Kwame didn't mean to stab him, but the words were a shank. Even if he wanted to, he couldn't. He had to be driven to school. It was his father's rule. And if he told him he had a girlfriend, yeah, that'd be the end of that, right? Okay, so maybe the sun wasn't so bright this morning after all. But despite the clouds, Adrien wore his rose-colored glasses. When he saw Marinette, standing off to the side of the school entrance, his world lit up. His grin so wide, even his driver raised an eyebrow. But Adrien didn't care. Let his father find out. He didn't know he was Cat Noir, but his girlfriend did. Meeting up would be as easy as an Akuma fight, even if his father didn't approve. So, although their gaze met and they both sharply looked away, Adrien knew it would be all right. He didn't know how he knew, but he did. He did, and when he stepped out of the car, he lifted his hand in a wave and, as Marinette bit her growing smile, she raised hers too. A moment shared between them that even onlookers might miss the importance of. And then he walked to her, offering to walk her to class. It wasn't until they got to their classroom that he realized he missed a perfect opportunity to hold her hand. Slick Agreste. This is why Marinette's the smooth one. She kept her arms wrapped around her binder, surely to not make him feel silly about not taking her hand as they walked. What a considerate girl. His girl. His girlfriend. No, don't do it. Don't start giggling in the middle of the classroom, Adrien. You're literally a mature superhero. Quasi-mature superhero. Okay, fine, a teenage superhero. But still, no giggling over your superhero girlfriend in the middle of the classroom unprompted, okay? Okay. Yeah, this was great. He wasn't nervous at all. sitting in front of Marinette, his girlfriend, the entire morning. Pfft, yeah, great. He wasn't nervous at all. This was great. His neck didn't burn with every pen scratch and paper shuffle he heard from behind. This was so great. In fact, he needed to slip away to the bathroom. Away from eyes. Just, bathroom break. Nothing was wrong. Just break. Totally cool. The water felt good on his face, and Plagg liked the impromptu snack break. It was just before lunch as they changed teachers, and, although he hated to admit it, it was nice to get out of there. But Adrien couldn't stay in here forever, so he washed his hands and stepped out, surprised to see Marinette stepping out of the girls' room at the same time. "Adrien!" she squeaked. "Marinette!" He stumbled back, then felt heat rising past his cheeks into his ears at the action. "Hi." Hi. Hi. It's, almost lunchtime. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yep. Cool. He stared at the wall as she spoke, sparing a single glance to confirm he wasn't the only one looking away. See you in class? Yeah. Class. Cool. She looked around, then stepped back, her weight bouncing from foot to foot before turning around and walking away. Wait, was she waiting for him to invite her to eat together? Or walk back together? Well, Camembert. He wasn't good at this dating thing. Marinette! Adrien all but barreled into the classroom, catching too many eyes. Oops. Yes? Alia answered, looking from Marinette to him. Something going on? His neck burned. Do you wanna... He lowered his voice and slid into his seat, looking up at her. Wanna eat lunch together? Alia raised an eyebrow. Well? She said, a smirk on her face. Do you, Marinette? Me? Marinette looked from him to Alia, then back. Lunch? Yeah, you and me? Together? Adrien nodded, his smile tight as anxiety clogged the vessels in his chest. Yeah, together. But when a smile pulled tight across her face, well, it cracked his into something warm, and the blood flow heated his chest. Yeah, sure. Lunch together. It's a date. Yeah, a date. Good. Turning back to the front, Adrien grinned until the bell rang. Yeah. Adrien knew how to do this dating thing after all. Thank you so much for listening. Chapter 18 is on the way. In the meantime, you can check out these other videos on this channel for more fanfiction. And if you'd like to show extra support for the channel, you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/MiraWrites. I will catch you in the next one. Bye! If you are still listening, comment Adrien's dating life.